have to hurry to the south, and then we hurry north, and we're talking every minute as we hurry back and forth, and we have to hurry to the east, and then we hurry west, and we're talking every minute, and we don't have time to rest, and we have to do it faster or it never will be done, and we have no time for listening or anything that's fun.
We have to do it faster or it never will be done, and we have no time for listening or anything that's fun.
Hello everybody and welcome to EPAC Digital Puppetry Theater. This week we will be presenting you Little Red Riding Hood. And then following Little Red, we will have other fun clips just in store for you. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Once upon a time, there was a girl called Little Red Riding Hood. She lived with her mother and father in a cottage in the forest.
Little Red Riding Hood, your grandmother is ill. I would like you to take this cake to her. It will make her feel better.
Okay, Mother.
Remember, walk straight there, do not stop, or talk to strangers.
Don't worry, I will not talk to any strangers.
Be careful, Little Red Riding Hood.
Little Red Riding Hood started to walk through the woods to her grandmother's house.
Oh, what beautiful flowers. Grandmother loves flowers. I'll pick some for her.
The big bad wolf crept up behind her.
Hello, little girl. Where are you going?
I'm taking this cake to Grandmother.
How kind of you. Your grandmother will be happy. Where does your grandmother live?
She lives in a cottage right next to the big tree over the hill.
I see. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, little girl.
Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
The wolf had a plan.
I know the fastest way to get there. Before she arrives, I'll eat her grandmother, and then I'll eat the little girl.
The wolf took a shortcut to grandmother's cottage and knocked on the door.
Hello, grandmother. It's Little Red Riding Hood. May I come in?
That's not Little Red Riding Hood. I should hide somewhere.
Grandmother quickly hid in the cupboard. The wolf opened the cottage door and went inside.
There's no one here. I will get into bed and wait for the little girl.
Oh no, but Little Red Riding Hood is clever. She will be okay.
The wolf jumped into grandmother's bed and put on nightgown and cap. Soon, Little Red Riding Hood knocked on the cottage door.
Hello, Grandmother. This is Little Red Riding Hood. May I come in?
Come in, my dear.
Where are you, Grandmother?
I'm in bed, dear.
My, what big ears you have, Grandmother.
All the better to hear you with.
My, what big eyes you have, Grandmother.
All the better to see you with.
My, what big teeth you have, Grandmother.
All the better to eat you with.
The wolf jumped out of the bed and went straight for Little Red Riding Hood.
I'm going to eat you, little girl.
Help me.
Didn't your mother ever tell you not to talk to strangers?
Oh no, please don't eat me. Help.
Just then, a woodcutter walked past the cottage and heard the screaming.
Oh my! What a bad wolf!
The woodcutter ran inside and chopped the wolf's head off.
Hi-ya! Hi-ya! You're safe now, little girl.
Thank you for saving me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Grandmother, where are you?
I'm in the cupboard, my dear.
Little Red Riding Hood ran to the cupboard and let her grandmother out.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you for saving my granddaughter.
Oh, it was really no problem.
I'll never talk to strangers in the forest again.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. Hot air balloon I can go to space with you like I don't care, baby, by the way.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you know what happiness is to you.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Here comes bad news, talking this and that.
Yeah.
Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back.
Yeah.
Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine.
Yeah.
No offense to you, don't waste your time.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you know what happiness is to you.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel what happiness is to you.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls. Our special guest today is Faith Stevens. Yay! Faith, how old are you?
I'm 9 years old.
9 years old. And how long have you been singing?
For 6 years.
6 years. So 6 from 9. So you started singing when you were 3 years old?
Indeed.
Wow. And what are you doing at Endicott Performing Arts Center today?
I sing.
You were singing? But I heard you playing piano earlier, yes?
No, that was my grandma.
Ah, your grandma. This is your grandma?
Yes.
Wow, I thought you two were sisters. Don't they look like each other, boys and girls? Yeah.
Well, we are very close in age after all.
So tell me, Faith, why did you choose that song?
Well, my grandma basically picked it for me, so I just said okay.
Oh, Grandma told me that you keep changing your mind like a teenager, Grandma.
Well, it's true.
Faith, have you ever performed on stage in this theater?
Yes, I have.
Really? And lots of times? One time? Tell me about it.
Lots of times.
Lots of times? What was the last show you did here?
What was it?
Was it Shrek?
No, definitely not.
It was after Shrek? I can't remember.
It's been so long since we've been able to perform on stage here. So, one more question. Is it hard to sing with a mask on?
Not really.
No? And Miss Paula, why are we wearing masks?
Because we want to keep people safe and keep ourselves safe during the pandemic. And wearing a mask is the most effective way to do that.
Excellent. Thank you for letting us know. And thank you for singing and playing for us today. That was great.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime.
Before humans took over the world, the earth was still young. A lone owl was out flying one evening, looking for its supper. Without warning, the winds erupted into a storm. The owl was blown off course, into the brush below. She decided to wait out the storm and not risk flight in the winds.
Hello. Why are you down here in the brush? The storm has blown me here. I'll leave as soon as the winds die down. Maybe we can help each other. And how would we do that? Well, I've always been told that owls are wise. And I've heard that foxes are clever. Indeed we are. And this fox has an idea. What, pray tell, is it? Well, I think that we could make a great team. In what way? Well, when I hunt, the animals all run from the brush. And when I hunt, the animals run into the brush. So if we hunt together, we can always get supper. It sounds like a grand idea to me.
The fox licked his chops in anticipation. Slowly, the winds began to die down, and the idea became a reality. Both the owl and the fox ate a very hearty meal together. The owl spoke of many wise things. She told of how the winds whispered secrets in the air, and why the calm and raging waters have always remembered our names. Even of why the rocks and cliffs fell asleep. The fox spoke of many clever deeds, of how it could change ice into water, and how the tides worked for and against us, even of how thunder takes the form of lightning in the sky and creates fire on the ground. The owl and the fox grew a great fondness for each other. But the night grew late and the hour was waning. They both knew it was time to part and go their separate ways.
But I don't want you to go. I belong in the air. Come, fly with me. We'll soar over mountains together. But I haven't any wings. But I can climb on top of the brush. And I can fly a little bit lower.
And then the two were together to finish what each other started, to make the days better for each other, to fill the gaps in each other's lives, carving out a little time each day to spend with each other, to speak and ponder such wonderful and interesting things like the weather and astronomy for all the days of their lives.
Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Miss Jill's Little Reading Corner. In my little corner, in my little chair, I will read my stories to all of you. Grab a seat, a pillow, and a blanket or two. It's time for me to be with you. So today I have for you The Runaway Pumpkin by Kevin Lewis. And you will hear there are some repetitive words in here. And if you'd like to join with me as I say them, feel free. Once upon a hill, when the wind blew with a chill. Wandered Buck and Billy Baxter with their baby sister Lil. And there upon the hillside growing orange, fat, and fine, the budding Baxters found a pumpkin on a twisty, twirly vine. It was big and it was round, and the boys, their eyes agleam, gave a whoop, a holler, and a holler. No finer pumpkin had they seen, and today was Halloween. Yet little Lil was cautious, and of course she tried to warn them, but her bumbling big head brothers snapped the pumpkin from its stem. And as she watched them roll it, at first real slow, but then much faster, little Lil looked down the hill and she saw disaster. Round and round across the ground, making a thumpin' bumpin' sound, came that thumpity bumpity thumpin' bumpin', round and rolling runaway pumpkin. A short way down the hillside, that zooming pumpkin caught the eye of mucking Mama Baxter, who thought of Granny's pumpkin pie. Till it busted through her sty. Round and round across the ground, making a thumpin' bumpin' sound, came that thumpity bumpity thumpin' bumpin', round and rolly runaway pumpkin. A bit farther down the hillside, just beyond the chicken coop, Grandpa Baxter saw the pumpkin and thought of Granny's pumpkin soup. Till it knocked him for a loop. Round and round across the ground, making a thumpin' bumpin' sound, came that ready thumpity bumpity thumpin' bumpin', round and rolly runaway pumpkin. Now, at the bottom of the hillside, where the boundin' pumpkin sped, Papa Baxter on his tractor thought of Grandma's pumpkin bread. But Papa Baxter used his head and quickly plowed a pumpkin bed. So at the bottom of the hillside, fat and round upon the ground, that thumpin' bumpin' pumpkin plopped and didn't make another sound. And as the pigs and the hens and the Baxters gathered round where Papa plowed little Lil, she gathered Granny and pulled her through the waiting crowd. Buck and Billy looked really proud. Then, thumpity bumpity thumpin' bumpin', straight to the kitchen went that pumpkin. And soon after came the smell of dear old Granny cooking something. Granny stirred and she stewed and she baked until the bright full moon rose up, and all those hungry Baxters sat themselves right down to sup. And at the end of the table, among the soup and the bread and the pie, sat a grinning jack-o'-lantern with a twinkle in his eye. Thank you, and I hope to see all of you again next week.
And we have to hurry to the south, and then we hurry north, and we're talking every minute as we hurry back and forth, and we have to hurry to the east, and then we hurry west, and we're talking every minute, and we don't have time to rest, and we have to do it faster or it never will be done, and we have no time for listening or anything that's fun.
We have to do it faster or it never will be done, and we have no time for listening or anything that's fun.